Alright, here's my audience for my persuasive speech. Thanks, girl.
Breastfeeding is a natural and instinctual way for a baby to gain nutrients that they need in early life. According to the National Institute of Child and Health Development and the American Academy of Pediatrics, most women are supposed to breastfeed for the first 6 months of life, if not the first 12 months, as long as mom and baby are okay with that and there's no health risks. I became passionate about breastfeeding after the birth of my first child. I didn't realize how important that goal would be to me, but that my goal is not to shame any mother for the use of formula to feed your child. There are many reasons women cannot breastfeed. Formula, although needed as a resource in case breastfeeding cannot be established, it does not compare to what breast milk has to offer. Formula is harder to digest, it makes daily routines harder, it's more costly than breastfeeding, and it does not offer physical contact in the first days of life, also known as skin to skin. By breastfeeding your child, you're offering numerous health benefits, present and future. Breast milk changes immediately to meet the needs of your child. Breastfeeding is also a great health aid for the mother. It offers healing after childbirth, lowers future health risks, helps lose pre-pregnancy weight gain during pregnancy. Also many benefits to society and the environment by a mother breastfeeding your child. It saves lives, money, improves the work life, and also offers less pollution. Let's begin discussing the efforts of formula feeding. Formula feeding, studies show on formula-fed children they have found many negative side effects of using formula compared to breast milk. Formula is harder on an infant's gut. When born, an infant's gut is a near sterile environment. Until 6 months, it's considered an open gut. This is the space between the cells and the intestines, and it creates pathogens and allergy-known proteins to enter the bloodstream. Daily routines for the caretaker are more difficult. There are bottles and nipples to sterilize, there's no buying, measuring, and mixing formula, and there's also no need to crawl out of bed and to go to the kitchen every night for night bottles. Formula feeding and supplies are costly. You have to buy formula, bottles, nipples, distilled water, and breastfeeding is free. The physical contact that is so important in the first few weeks of life are cut short. Skin to skin helps them feel secure, warm, and comforted. Plastic bottles do not provide the bonding. Now that we see how hard formula is on a baby's system and how it takes more effort for the caretakers, let me prove the health benefits breastfeeding has for mother and baby. Benefits for baby, the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists states that breast milk contains the perfect mix of vitamins, proteins, and fats. This is unlike formula, which has the same amount of vitamins, proteins, and fats for each child, despite their individual needs. Colostrum is the thick, nutrient-rich substance that is produced by the mother right after baby is born and before her milk comes in. This substance coats the baby's digestive system to aid in function, while antibodies in it boosts baby's immune system from the first day of baby's life. According to Dr. William Sears, baby benefits are lowering risks of illnesses such as asthma, childhood leukemia, obesity, ear infections, eczema, respiratory infections, SIDS, type 2 diabetes, and also better tooth health. Also flu-like symptoms such as diarrhea and vomiting. These benefits will aid them well into childhood and establish a better digestive and immune system for life. Breast milk is also freshly produced every time baby nurses. As the child grows and their protection needs change, the milk produced by mom changes to meet their needs. It changes almost immediately. Benefits for mother include with the fact that American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists also states that breastfeeding helps the mother heal after childbirth. It triggers oxytocin to be produced and aids in the uterus to begin shrinking back to pre-pregnancy size. It also helps as natural pain reliever and relaxant. Along with benefits right after childbirth, it also has future benefits, such as lowering risks of certain types of ovarian and breast cancer and type 2 diabetes. Lastly, most women lose the extra pounds gained during pregnancy. This is just another benefit to add to the long list of positive outcomes. Not only is breastfeeding a better option because of the health benefits for both baby and mother, it poses some benefits to society and the environment as well. The benefits for society and environment include the fact that breastfeeding saves lives. If 90% of families breastfeed exclusively for 6 months, nearly 1,000 infant deaths would be prevented annually. It also saves money for families and hospitals. Medical care costs could be lowered by $2.2 billion per year. Breastfed infants usually need fewer sick care visits, prescriptions, and hospitalization. Mothers who breastfeed miss less work caring for sick infants, which in turn lowers employee medical costs. Overall, it's better for the environment. Formula cans and bottle supplies create more trash and plastic waste. Breast milk is a renewable resource that comes packaged and warmed naturally. I hope that all of the beneficial factors I have shared with you today will prove why I believe breastfeeding is the better option for providing your child with the optimal nutrition. I do understand that there are many factors that might prevent a mother from breastfeeding, but I think every mother should make the attempt. There are many resources mothers can use to get help with establishing a good breastfeeding relationship with their infant, such as a doctor, a pediatrician, an organization such as the La Leche League, or a lactation specialist. Don't forget to gain confidence throughout your pregnancy and establish these breastfeeding support relationships before you go into labor. That way you know where to go easily in the crucial days postpartum.